You're over 40 and you've been told you have to settle for your expanding waistline. You don't. When we turn 40, we've got a lot of stuff going on, our hormones go everywhere, and because of that, we think, oh well, our hormones are going on, our expanding waistline, that's just what's going to happen. However, we can't blame our hormones. It happens, we have to accept that. However, there are things that we can do to work with our body, to work with our hormones, to what they are now, so you don't have to expand your waistline. You can actually even start to slim it. We're going to go over 4 ways that you can do that today, 4 actionable steps. So the first one is you've got to rethink your cardio. So a lot of women, if they have been doing what they've done in the past, what's worked in the past, they start exercising more, maybe running more and eating less. This is not going to work. And in fact, it's probably going to stress your system so much out more that your waistline will expand. So you'll probably get toneder arms, you might get toned legs, but your waistline will expand. So we've got to rethink your cardio, and instead of adding more cardio in, start adding resistance training. Exercise those muscles. Go hard in the gym, but exercising your muscles. Lift big, compound movements, meaning both upper and body. Do those at least twice a week for a session rather than running, and you're going to be well on your way to slimming that waistline. The second thing you can do is to prioritize protein. So we're thinking about diet and what you can change in your diet. Just prioritize protein. Download a free tracker of an app. Don't look at calories, don't look at anything else, just track your protein. Now you should be at least 1.6 grams per kg of your ideal body weight. So for most women, you're aiming for around 100. Now for most of my clients, when they come in, they start tracking their protein, and some are around 50, most are around maybe 70 or 80 max. We want to up that protein. You start doing that, especially at breakfast, there's a whole lot of other chain reactions that are going to start taking place, which will leave you way more satisfied, craving less sugar, and you'll be fueling your muscles to increase your metabolism and slimming that waistline. So prioritize your protein. The third thing we can do is to manage your stress. When we go through these hormonal fluctuations going up and down, and then post-menopause, how they level out, you've got an increased stress going on, and you've probably got lots of other stress going on in your work and your life and your raising teenagers. You've got a lot of stress going on, so we want to manage that stress. So belly breathing before meals, just do 2 or 3 belly breathing. That can be enough. Journaling, meditating, whatever it is that you love to do, then start there and start managing your stress, because we've got to bring it down. And the fourth thing you can do is to prioritize your sleep. Now, a lot of women skip this because what's a big deal with sleep? You're resting, right? Like, who cares? Sleep is so important. Now, I've seen so many women, particularly when they've had children and they're up late at night and all the rest of it, they can't lose their belly weight fat. But as soon as they start sleeping through, as soon as their baby starts sleeping through, it just drops away. Now it's the same for you now. You've got to manage your sleep. You've got to prioritize your sleep. So look into your sleep hygiene, look into your sleep consistency. If you're really into metrics and you're really into data, get a Whoop. I'm not affiliated with them, but have a Whoop on your wrist, and just start tracking your sleep and seeing where you can make some big shifts there. Prioritize your sleep. That's fourth. I do have a bonus tip for you, and it is to have a look at your diet again, and that is rethink sugar and rethink alcohol. So as we age, because of the hormones going everywhere, and also just with older age, our insulin resistance goes all haywire. So what we could eat or get away with in our 20s and 30s, we can't do now. It's going to stress our body out, it's going to put cortisol up, and we're going to start putting fat mass around our waist. So you've got to be rethinking your sugar and your alcohol. And alcohol also helps, or is really detrimental to sleep too. So you cut those 2 things out, or you work to decrease them, whether it's if you're having juices and you're having kombuchas and you're drinking a lot of your sugars, cut them out. Just have water, fizzy water, whatever it is, just cut those sugars out of your diet. Start there. But what you'll also find when you prioritize protein, you probably won't get as many sugar cravings. So rethink alcohol, rethink sugar, do the cardio. So rethink your cardio or your relationship with cardio and add some strength training in, prioritize protein, manage your stress, and do your sleep hygiene. You start there, and they're pretty simple actions to start with. Start there, and I can guarantee you, do a waist measurement, do those for 4 weeks, take your waist measurement again, and tell me that you're not decreasing your waist fat mass or your waist girth. So start there, and yeah, we don't have to accept that just because we age that we're going to put on fat mass, we're going to put on belly mass, or belly fat around our abdomen. We don't have to accept that. We just have to change little tweaks and put you on the road to taking care of your health and working with your hormones. So if you like more, subscribe to this channel, and I'll be talking about a lot more little tips that you can do along the way of aging through perimenopause, through menopause, postmenopause, and just aging in general when it comes to female specific strategies.